What's up, headbangers? How's everybody doing? Samuel from the Mighty Resonator coming to you this week live with your weekly metal news update for July 17th, 2026. Wow, man, I have got some freaking awesome news to share to all you people out there. I read this and I was so damn excited. You better brace yourself. All right. So great news coming out of the Seattle, Washington area. Mr. Kim Thayil, guitar player for Soundgarden, announced they are working on the band's first and final new album. The first album without Chris Cornell, but it will be their final album, and it's going to include previously unreleased vocal tracks from Mr. Cornell himself. It's not like they're getting a new singer. This is a bunch of stuff that they were working on before his untimely death back in 2017. So it's taken a long time because the widow Cornell was suing the band members for all kinds of baloney. All that stuff's finally smashed, squashed, settled, done. Now they're in the studio. You got Kim guitar, right? You got Ben Shepherd on the bass, Matt Cameron on the drums. So the original members, right? And they're using some recordings that they have, rough, demo mixes and studio stuff that they were working on of Chris singing. So, yeah. They talk about it as, boy, this is challenging. It's very challenging because you're piecing together a bunch of crap. Kim went as far as to say it's almost like forensics, having to figure out how to put all these pieces together. But they got smart. They got together with their old boy, Mr. Terry Date, who's worked with them on a couple of the previous Soundgarden albums. He's also worked with every metal band in the world. I mean, Pantera, Overkill, Metal Church, Korn, freaking Prong, Dream Theater. He even worked with Limp Bizkit and some Snoop Dogg action down the way. So he knows his stuff, man. They're talking about how badass it's coming out. I was reading the whole interview with Mr. Thayil. He's talking about, wow, man, it brings back all these great memories. Some sad stuff, because they missed their buddy. But they're saying they just hear that beautiful voice of Chris's, and it just sends tingles up and down their spine. They're so excited for all the people out here to hear it, as I'm sure we are. So stay tuned. They don't have any kind of timeline or deadline because, it's totally a work in progress, and they want to make it right because this is like the final chapter in the Soundgarden career. But yeah, I cannot wait to hear it. It's going to be awesome. All right. So stay tuned for more on that. As soon as I hear any kind of release date, I will definitely spread that news to all you people. Because we all know, man, growing up, Soundgarden was one of my faves, man. Just one of the greatest. And then, of course, Audio Slave after. So, yeah, this will be great. This will be amazing. All right, so in other news, check this out. I read that Nine Inch Nails dropped a little teaser on social media yesterday about a new album release should be coming out soon. So Mr. Trent Reznor been working on some stuff. So look for the new Nine Inch Nails to be coming out soon. In other news, the band Ghost. Those dudes from over there on the other side of the pond. Yeah, they're going to be releasing their Skeletor tour videos. So they just recently toured the world on the Skeletor tour. They made a movie, and it's going to be released in IMAX theaters. So that ought to be cool, man. It's called Too Big to Rig, and that'll be the feature film by the band Ghost. All right, so look for that coming soon. This news is kind of just another one of these things, man. Gojira coming over to America to do some shows. Yeah, one of the main dudes in the band, the drummer, Mario Duplantier, unable to get his passport, couldn't get in through immigration. But instead of canceling the shows, the show must go on, baby. So they hired the drummer from Pale Face Swiss who's also like some killer death metal shit. So I'm sure that drummer can handle it. Luigi will be filling in for the tour. I know they're playing Louder Than Live and maybe like Aftershock, a couple of those big festivals coming up later this fall. So yeah, they'll have, the show must go on, man. Gojira will still play. I read that Mr. Jason Newsted, right? You know Newsted, bass player extraordinaire for years with Metallica, previously with Flotsam and Jetsam. He announced that he's going to try to do some touring. He recently beat throat cancer. He had throat cancer. And I think that inspired him to get out on the road, do some more touring, because he's like, life's too short. Nothing's planned. I mean, nothing's given, right? You're not promised tomorrow. None of us are. So make the most of every day. He's talking about putting a little tour together. That would be awesome. We would like to check that out. I mean, they could probably play some smaller venues and it won't cost us $1,000 to go check them out. Play some old Metallica stuff or something. So that would be cool. Let's see. Fear Factory. You know the band Fear Factory. Dino Cazares, right? Guitar player and basically dude that runs the band, announced that the new single for their new album will be dropped in August, and it features their new vocalist Milo Silvestro, I guess it is, Silvestro. So yeah, look forward to that, man. Fear Factory was always one of the cool industrial metal bands back in the day, and they'll be coming out with a new single next month. So keep your eyes open for that. Slaughter to Prevail, those crazy Russian metalheads, announced that they're gonna tour the United States, and they will be stopping by the tech port at Boeing, which is right down the street, in September 12th. So Slaughter to Prevail. It's gonna be sweet. Damn, made me cough. Oh, and this is some good news. All my Skid Row fans out there, you know, youth gone wild, all right? Slave to the grind, monkey business, all that good shit. Well, bassist Rachel Bolan is set to release a solo album. Yeah, they're still in the process, Skid Row is, of finding another vocalist. You know, they had Lizzie Hale sub for some of the shows, and that'd be awesome if they could get her full time. But in the meantime, Rachel said, I'm going to put out an album. It's kind of a punk-inspired album, you know, kind of Ramones-ish, kind of Dead Kennedy style, like old-school punk, man. I like it. He's got some really cool guests on there. He's got freaking Nuno Betancourt, guitar player extraordinaire from Extreme. Got Corey Taylor from Slipknot singing a couple tunes. Danko Jones, the Canadian badass, he's on there. Yeah, listen to this stuff, man. Really good stuff. Straight edge punk, just right in your face. Check out the new video. It's out on YouTube. It's called At War With Myself. So just look up Rachel Bolan, or if you look up Skid Row's bass player, it'll come up as, you know, shit you gotta listen to, man. So yeah, give it a try, man. It's good. Give us a little taste of some Skid Row that we ain't heard in a minute, right? Alright, so there's that. My last little topic today is going to be about a little genre of music that I've really been getting into more and more, man. I kind of started listening to bands like Lorna Shore, Motionless in White, Fit for an Autopsy, those dudes, right? Devil Wears Prada. These guys have been around for a while. So you start listening to those bands, and before you know it, you know how the algorithms work. They'll throw out some other bands that they're suggesting you listen to. And wow, there are some great friggin' bands out there. These kind of fall under the metalcore genre, right? It's just freaking awesome, right? So let me run through this. Oh, and by the way, right, in case you guys didn't know, Lorna Shore and Motionless in White will be playing at CODA, right? Circuit of the Americas, Germania Amphitheater, whatever you want to call it, next Sunday. So that's July 26th. Motionless in White. If you haven't heard of them, I don't know where the hell you've been hiding, but we saw them out at Daytona at the Welcome to Rockville show. Blew my freaking mind. They were amazing. They got a new album just dropped today, as a matter of fact. It's called Decades. Really good album. They got a song out called Blood Rave. and it's with Anthony from Dark Divine. You got to look that video up, man. It's such a good song. It's got kind of a EDM dance beat mixed with industrial metal. I mean, so good. You got to check it out, man. Motionless in White is the name of the band. The song is called Blood Rave. Kind of like going to a rave, because the music has a little rave to it, but it's freaking heavy metal rave music. It's really awesome. It's cool. So, hey, and here's some bands I was going to throw out there, man. Some of my favorite bands that I've been discovering lately that, you know, like I always like to admit, hey, sometimes I'm late to the party, man. Some of these bands been out 10 years. I'm just now picking it up, but that just goes to show there's so much badass metal out there. You're never going to get bored. So that's what I'm here to do. Turn you on to some new bands that you might not have heard of, man. Have you heard of Invent Animate? Really cool band, man. Got an album out called Heavener, like Heaven ER, released a couple years ago. Really good band, man. You should check them out. Boundaries. Oh, this band, Boundaries. Heavy as fuck, dude. Very good band. They got that freaking sound, man. They're just amazing, dude. I'm into their newest album. It's called Yearning, the Unbeautiful After. Just released this year. Boundaries. Check them out, man. Go look them up on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. Give it a listen. Tell me what you think, all right? Fit for an Autopsy. Now, they've been around for a while, but I started digging through some of their older stuff. I mean, that album, The Sea of Tragic Beasts, it was released in 2019. But Fit for an Autopsy are another band that just kick ass, man. They don't take names. They don't pull no punches. They're kicking ass and they're taking names, baby. That's what it is. Some of the other ones I've mentioned: Motionless in White, Lorna Shore, my boys Architects. Oh, Architects also. Architects just kick ass, man. If you want to check out a cool video, go check out the video from Architects called, for the song Black Hole. It is freaking insane, man. I think it was videoed like on an offshore oil rig or something, and sure, it's got a bunch of cool AI shit, but it is really cool. You gotta check it out, man. Other bands to really look into, man. Alpha Wolf. I remember telling you about these guys right after Rockville. They blew my mind at Rockville. Thornhill, Counterparts, Greyhaven, Loathe, Bleed From Within. All these bands are badass and deserve to be checked out, man. So that's my little update for now. I've got some great news about Resonator. We've recently signed up with Lander. They're a music distribution company. We're finishing all the final touches on our master songs. Soon you will be able to listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, freaking SoundCloud, everywhere that you can get music. So we're working on that. We're putting all the final touches. It's really exciting time for the band, and we can't wait to share all that great music with you. Not to mention we're still writing new stuff and ready to get back into working on that. But in the meantime, we got to release all this stuff out there, man, and spread the love and spread the word of metal, of Resonator. All right? Hey, it's Friday night, guys. Y'all go have a good night. Support local metal. Support all the bands. Love your friends. Love yourself. Be good to each other. We'll talk to you soon. Samuel from Resonator saying peace out.